Hello Aces, what is up and welcome to another video. So this one is our first upload of 2017. This is the January builds of the month. So if you watched the video yesterday, I was explaining of what I want to do with my tutorial series. And I said I wanted to start something where we build stuff each month and then we kind of do something at the end with them, like we find out which is the best one. So this is what it is. This is our first batch of things for the new year of 2017. Hope you guys enjoyed your New Year's yesterday, because I really did. We got, as you can see, we got some tanks, we got some airplanes, but we have something also that is, I have not built it before, and that you guys have never seen on my channel. So this is the first time I've ever doing it. This is the one I said that it looks okay. But if we come over here to this guy right here, this is an automobile or a bus, and this is the Volkswagen Type 2. So the build, actually, I was really happy how this thing did turn out. The only thing I do not like about it is the bumper. So the bumper is what I absolutely do not like on this thing. And if I go to the back, this is what it looks like. It's kind of like bare at the back. It was kind of hard to find pictures of the back end, but it's got a license plate. So I may have to change the bumpers out. I'm not really sure how to do them, but this is what I got so far. So this will actually be the first build we're going to be doing for this month. And by the way, builds are going to start on the second week of this month. So not this week, but the next week. So the second one we got, which is over here, just a small little airplane, is the Grumman American AA-5 Tiger. I forgot to put Tiger in there, but this is basically what it is. So it's a really tiny little airplane. This one, you can't really do much with it, but it's, I guess you could throw this in an airport or something. It'll fit very nicely in small airports, and you can also have in the sky. So that's pretty cool. Now our next thing over here is the Boeing Model 1. Well, I put a Model 3, but this is actually the Model 1. So this is the first ever Boeing airplane. So if you think of Boeing now, they have like so many different airplanes. This was their first one. So it's just a little biplane. And by the way, I'm going into the order of how we're actually doing tutorials. So we got the Volkswagen first, then we got the Tiger, then we got the Boeing plane. The next one is one that may be familiar to some of you, which is this one. This is the Messerschmitt 163. So those of you who have been subscribers for a long time now have probably noticed that I have a Messerschmitt 163 already on my channel. The reason I wanted to make a new one, first of all, because that was kind of an old design, and I wanted to try again and make it newer. This one looks kind of similar to it, but it looks a lot better because it's 2-to-1 scale. The other one was kind of more at 1-to-1. And also because I made the big mistake of by accident putting it as a Messerschmitt 263 rather than a 163. So I will not do that same mistake again. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I do like how the design came out for this one. So the next thing we got is this thing right here, which this is a tank that has been requested, and it's called the please forgive me if I don't pronounce the name right, RHM Borsig Waffenträger. So that's what this thing is. I was looking at pictures. This tank doesn't seem to actually exist. The only place it actually exists is in the game World of Tanks, if you've ever played that. But I guess it's pretty cool, and it's been requested, so I'm pretty sure that's the reason, because it's in World of Tanks, and yeah, it's a pretty cool build. And the next one is the Lockheed Model 10 Electra. So you guys may already know too that I also have a promo video of this thing. I've never built it, but now it's coming here in January. So this is what it looks like. It's a very small commercial plane. You'll be able to probably fit this in airports and everything. Now the next thing we got is something really big. This is a World War I German tank called the K-Wagen. There is another name for it, but it's a super long name and I don't really want to pronounce it. But this is the whole entire tank. It's huge. And this is probably the biggest of the builds that are coming up this month, like at least the widest. But yeah, this thing is absolutely monstrous. So be excited for this one. It's a really cool build. Next thing we got is this plane right here, which is a little commercial airliner, and it's called the British Aerospace Jetstream 31. So if you guys know about these planes, there's also other versions of them. There's also the 41, which is a much bigger version. That will be coming up in a later month. But yeah, and I have a cool wing design for this one. It's actually much more simpler than it looks, but it does look really nice. Moving on to the next one, we got the Douglas DC-2. So last month, or no, I think it was 2 months ago. Yeah, it was 2 months ago when I posted a tutorial on the DC-1. This is the DC-2, which I did say in the first one that you could also make it the DC-2, but I decided, to build it anyway. So as you can see, I basically grabbed the same design for the DC-1. It's just slightly bigger, and I completely redid the wings. So if you remember, the wings on the DC-1 were more kind of white, and it was like kind of weird looking. So I decided to change them out, and there's the DC-2. And the next thing we got over here is another Grumman aircraft. We got the Grumman G21 Goose. So this one is the only seaplane that's in this little update, I guess, like both for builds. So this one's a pretty cool one. I actually do really like how this turned out. And yeah, it's a really cool build. I can't wait to actually get this one. I think you guys would really like this. So if we go in the back here, this one is this one's actually a Russian aircraft, and it's pretty big. It's a pretty big one, and this is one that I also made a promo video on, and I really wanted to get this one out. We got the Tupolev Tu-2. So this one is a very cool. This is actually one of my personal favorite builds. It's really, really cool. And then we got another one that may look very familiar, the de Havilland Canada DHC 6 Twin Otter. Now you guys remember also, probably one of my first tutorial videos I've ever posted was this plane, and it looked okay, but I just didn't really like it. I thought it was like way too wide and everything. So, but yeah, so this is the brand new Twin Otter. It looks really, really cool. I really can't wait to get this thing out. It replaced the other one, but don't worry, I will still keep the other one up there because it's actually doing very good in views and everything. So, but I got two variants of it. This is the land version. This is the sea version right here. So this one looks obviously a lot better because it's actually on floats, and there's a bit more to it. So yeah, really like these planes. I'm sure you guys will like them too. Now the last thing I want to show you guys is a plane that I've been super excited to show you guys and wanting to get out, and it will be coming probably at the end of the month. It will be the final build that we do, which is something which actually is my very first tutorial I've ever posted. If you remember, this thing right here, this is the Beechcraft 1900D. So this is the brand new one. So this one looks 100% better than the other one. The other one was more kind of a very, very old design that I had, and and it was very like it just didn't look right. The wings were too simplistic, if you saw. But this wing is a lot more like defined looking. It's more complex, and also I missed quite a bit of details when I first built it. So I added a couple more details, like for example this little wing it had, and I redid the tail with the tail wings. It looks so good. This one is probably the best one out of all of them. My personal favorite, other than the Tu-2, this is probably my personal favorite. And also, what I will also be doing is at the very end of the month, I will be giving you guys a secret surprise build. And I'm going to give you a little hint now. It's something that I've absolutely never done before. And it's something that you guys will like. And it's going to be amazing. So you guys are going to have to find that out. So anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can see all of these cool stuff on, like, appear up on my channel. And be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys on the next one later.